Yeah, Governor Newsom criticized President-elect Donald Trump over his proposed mass deportation and tariff policies. Policies Newsom argues will hurt California.
It's not even complicated. This is one of the biggest tax increases in U.S. history that this guy, Donald Trump, just proposed. That's a hell of a thing.
Governor Gavin Newsom blasting President-elect Donald Trump over his position on tariffs. Last month, Trump posted this on his social media platform Truth Social, vowing to impose a 25% tariff or tax on all imports coming into the United States. In his post, the president-elect said his policy is meant to make Mexico and Canada, in his words, pay a price until both countries put a stop to illegal drugs and undocumented immigrants from entering the United States. But Newsom argues the tariffs will lead to an increase in prices for most goods, hurting everyday Californians.
It directly impacts the cost of oil, impacts the cost of medical drugs, impacts the cost of food. It's a tax that you pay for.
Newsom making those remarks during a visit to the California side of the U.S.-Mexico border. He traveled there to announce he's in talks with the Biden administration to help secure federal resources to finish a new port of entry at the border in San Diego County by the end of 2027. He says the port of entry will benefit California's economy and trade relationship with Mexico.
This is a good news project. A long time, as I say, decades in the making.
The governor also announcing he's expanding the state's National Guard operation at the border, an operation that, in 2023 alone, seized 62,000 pounds of fentanyl statewide.
We're going to increase that operation and focus not just on the existing flow coming north into the state of California, into the United States, but looking at the flow going south, particularly as it relates to illicit money and as it relates to weapons.
Newsom also calling out Trump for his proposed mass deportation policies Newsom argues will hurt California's economy.
When you look at farm workers, the last estimate, roughly half are undocumented. The impacts of mass deportation on the cost of food in this state, in this nation, are off the charts. This is serious business.
But Republicans say Newsom is spending too much time going after Trump in a state where Trump outperformed expectations.
I think in every single county, Trump got more votes this time than he did last time. Californians have had it, and they sent Gavin Newsom a clear message, and he's missing it completely.
And despite the clear friction between Newsom and Trump, Newsom has repeatedly said he had a good working relationship with Trump during his first term in the White House and hopes to continue that this time around. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.